It's 4:39 AM 1220 KHTS, your hometown station. My name is Tori, and with me in studio this afternoon is Gary Buterbaugh. Hi, Gary.
Hi, Tori.
Now, we've got a big thing going on here, the second annual North LA County Maternity and Baby Show.
Right.
And everything I've heard about this just screams fun and information. You want to tell us a little bit about, first of all, it's this Sunday.
Yep.
The 10th,
Right
July
around.
10th.
Yep, coming right up.
It is coming right up, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's at the Hyatt Regency, Valencia. Beautiful location. You know where it is. It's right by the mall, McBean, right?
Right.
Exactly. Tell us a little bit about what's going on and why we should go.
Well, this is really an important show for not only mothers and new mothers, but also for growing families. And we often have a lot of dads there. We have a lot of grandparents. And of course, some of the prizes don't scare people away. I mean, they're happy to come and try to win some of these prizes.
What kind of I see all kinds of prizes here. You have worth $50 and what? There's a grand prize of up to 400. What? Up to 400 California Super Lotto Plus tickets?
Right. What would you do with $7 million?
That's the question, right?
Yeah.
Then tell us about there are all kinds of freebies. All kinds of baby stuff.
Right.
Tell us why we should go. Like, if maybe clearly expectant moms, why would the grandparents go?
Well, I think a lot of times, especially in today's family world, grandparents have a very important role in raising children, even infants. And sometimes grandparents end up with an infant in the house.
Do you know, I think it has evolved and changed over generations.
Yeah.
Do you believe that?
I absolutely.
Because I remember as a kid, grandparents were always very important to me, but we saw them maybe like on the weekends.
Exactly. Just for special occasions.
Special occasions, and that was about it. But over the years, over the generations, I think sometimes a grandparent or two, they move in, or maybe the family moves closer to the grandparents, and they become one big unit.
Yep.
Have you found that out?
Absolutely. Yeah,
So
absolutely true.
So this is a big deal and dads, by the way, now baby showers are no longer just for the ladies.
That's true. Yeah.
It's become a baby shower for everyone.
And when mom goes back to work, dads could be at home with the kids.
That also has changed a lot, and it's becoming very, very common stay-at-home dads.
Right. So the whole idea of this show is to put people in touch with resources and with information. What you need if you're a new parent or soon to be a new parent, and what you need if you have a growing family.
You have over 30 vendors there.
Right.
They're going to have information. They're going to have resources. They're going to have products. They're going to have services. Anything you could possibly want as if you're having a baby, if you're thinking about having a baby, if you just had a baby. I'm seeing here free 3D ultrasound imaging by Henry Mayo Newhall Hospital.
Right.
Okay. Now, when I had my daughter 19 years ago, the picture that they gave me, I could have taken a pencil and scribbled something that would have looked more like a baby than what they gave me.
A lot different now.
And now there are 3D images. I mean, you can actually make out like a face.
You can see features, and it's just astonishing, totally astonishing. You can see fingernails and toenails.
Isn't that amazing?
It's amazing.
And as a mom, that's the first thing you want to know. All the fingers and toes, everything intact. Yep. That's the first thing you ask when the baby's born. And so you can see it already in the 3D imaging.
Right. And
you're having free imaging thanks to Henry Mayo. That's fantastic to me. Mommy and Baby Boutique with new and gently used maternity and baby items. I know that when I had my daughter, she grew out of stuff so fast that she might have gotten one wearing out of something. Right. And then you're finished with it.
And the Children's Orchard is a fabulous place. It's over on Bouquet Canyon. And it's a fabulous place. I wish we had Children's Orchard when we had our kids, which was 40 years ago.
Exactly.
And she does a fabulous, Janelle, that owns Children's Orchard, does a fabulous job putting quality merchandise, even though it might be slightly used. It's quality merchandise. It's clean. It's well maintained.
I'm sure it is.
She'll have strollers there. She'll have car seats, a number of things, maternity clothes. All of these
That's
are at
Mommy and
very
Baby
good prices.
Mommy and Baby Boutique. So that's the great. Like I said, my daughter would wear something once, maybe twice. She grew out of it already. And you had these beautiful outfits that probably were given to you as gifts that are pricey. And what do? And now we know that you can get them here. Kids Zone by Gymboree will have games, activities, and entertainment for young kids. So let's say, the whole family can come to this event.
Right.
You have a family of 4. Mom is going to have a baby. Dad's there, the grandparents, but they also have 2 other young kids. The young kids can come?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And they'll be entertained.
And Gymboree will be there. They were there last year. They were a big hit. And they provide something for children to do. Plus, it gives the parents a chance to see what Gymboree's programs are about. They can actually see their kids go in and interact with the Gymboree
Exactly.
associates, which are fabulous people.
Exactly. Okay, so then what else do we have here?
Well, we
kids'
have,
photo IDs.
Right, kids' photo ID cards.
Tell me why that's so. I know why that's so important. You tell
Yeah.
me.
Well, a lot of people will have maybe an ID card of their kid, but no photograph with it. And if an emergency were to happen, how quickly can you pull a photograph up
Yep.
of your child?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, are they? Is it a photo ID? Is it a thumbprint? Is it any? How extensive are they for the children?
It's a photo ID.
It's a photo
Yeah.
ID.
It's
Now that's going to be by New York Life.
right. And
Now,
those
New
all
York
free.
Life, is that an insurance?
It is.
Okay. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Boardroom sessions on topics including nursing, paternity laws, Zika virus. Talk to me. All of a sudden, we need to talk about Zika virus at this lovely thing. Why do we need to do that?
Well, we need to do that because I think people who hear about Zika virus thinks it's only something you worry about if you lived in Brazil.
Right.
But that's not the case. There's a lot of mythology out there about Zika virus, and people don't understand how to take precautions. People are, a lot of people go to, especially people who live in this area, go to South America to visit relatives. They go to South America on cruises. They travel to Florida. All these places with a heavy mosquito population.
Sure.
We're fortunate our mosquito population generally isn't that heavy, but it's still possible here.
Sure.
So I think people need to know more about the Zika virus, and I think women especially need to be aware of exactly what it means and what to do about it.
Absolutely, because I think what we tend to do is we see something on Facebook and we take it for, we look at it and we say, oh, the Zika virus is this, and not necessarily the truth. We need to learn from officials. Am I right?
Yeah, you can't always go by a 30-second soundbite on
Right.
TV news.
Exactly.
You need to really understand.
Or someone's posting on Facebook.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly is right. We're also going to be talking about maternity health insurance benefits.
Right.
Which for uninsured and if you're underinsured,
Right.
the options that you have. And that's really important because, boy, it can get a little pricey having
It
a
can
baby.
get very pricey, and if you're a new mother, or a new family, if you have a new family, or even a growing family, it's really a complex system, and a lot of people leave benefits sitting on the table because they don't understand what they are,
Exactly.
and they don't understand other resources that might be available in addition to the underinsurance, so to speak, that they're carrying.
I remember when I had my daughter 19 years ago, I had called the hospital inquiring, I had a question randomly, and they said, well, have you registered? And I said, no. Well, what do you mean register? You're in my network. oh, if you don't register, you're not considered in the network.
Right.
And here I am out to here, and I almost passed out because could you imagine if I had the baby, didn't register, I would have been charged all kinds of different fees. There's a lot to learn. Now, Gary, if there's one thing we can take away from this afternoon, why should these families and moms to be come on Sunday, July 10th? If you could say it in one sentence.
Most important thing is you will have access to resources that you may not know about, you may want to know more about, or you just did not understand what they were and
Absolutely.
that they were even there.
That they even existed, Gary. Gary Buterbaugh, thank you so much. If we want to know more about the Sunday event at the Hyatt Regency, I have a website here, maternityandbabyshow.com. Is that right?
That's it. It's there.
Just go online and you can find all this information. If they want to contact you directly, can they do it this number?
They can do that at 661-255-7063.
Fantastic. Gary, thanks so much for being with us today.
Pleasure, Tori. Thank you for having me.
Hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. I'm George Cummings. Taking a look at traffic. Here we go. Was following kind of some slowage out there in the Agua Dulce area for about the last hour. First of all, in Acton, clearing traffic collision at Crown Valley Road, that wasn't what was causing the issues because it was like really slow right around Vasquez Rocks. And I was just wondering maybe if you were basking in the beauty of it all or whatever. Either way, it's cleared now, looking good all the way to the Newhall Pass. 5 freeway, the same thing here in town. We've got the 5 freeway mostly clear, a little bit of delay right around Buena Vista Street exit in the Burbank area. Otherwise, mostly we're just going to see some delays in the East LA interchange. 170 southbound, not bad. Still a little bit of delay between actually Magnolia Boulevard now and just south of Riverside Drive. Downtown Hollywood delayed from south of Santa Monica Boulevard. On the 101, 405, still late from Victory Boulevard to the top of the Sepulveda Pass, clearing traffic collision at Getty Center Drive. Love your traffic tips, 298 KHTS, 298-5487. Taking a look at your hometown forecast, sunny skies today. Highs around 90, 92 degrees, low 90s for the weekend, actually through to about Tuesday. It's going to warm up after that. Overnight lows this weekend in the upper 50s, currently 71 here in Old Town Newhall.
Hometown station, AM 1220, KHTS.
We've been talking about this, the second annual North LA County Maternity and Baby Show. So if you are in the family way, perhaps you are planning a family, maybe you've got some small children and want to get some information and resources, it's a good opportunity to do so. It's going to take place this Sunday at the Hyatt Regency Valencia. Here to talk about it from High Impact Event Resources, Gary Buterbaugh. Good morning.
Good morning, George.
Now, this is the second annual event. I know we talked about this last year, so obviously successful enough to move forward and do it again.
Right. Yeah, we had a great turnout last year. People were very enthusiastic about it. So a lot of the exhibitors have returned for this year, plus we've added some as well. So it's going to be an even better show this year.
So this is something that, who is the dream candidate to come down to this event?
Well, I think it's, like you said, it's maybe a new mother or a previously experienced mother, but anybody, and a growing families, even husbands turn out, grandmothers, so just about anybody who is, like you said, in the family way or approaching the family way would benefit from this event. This is a great opportunity to find out what resources are available, what products, services, agencies, whatever, and get your questions answered. And also, while you're there, if you are pregnant, you can get a free 3D ultrasound image.
And that's great. And this is the thing, because it's not just like, okay, a lot of times you go to these events and there's vendor booths, but that's all it is. This is actually really, really good resources, not just sales pitches. You got a lot of things, boardroom sessions on topics such as, like insurance and pregnancy. And these are things we're talking about, options. What are your options? And especially when you have to have some prenatal care. You can't just wing it until the baby comes out.
Exactly. And I think there's a lot of people out there, especially if they're very young, pregnant for the first time, who really don't know what insurance benefits they're entitled to. Or maybe they don't even have insurance or they're underinsured. And our speaker will be able to speak to all these issues and maybe give people hints on how they can get better coverage than what they have now.
And that's good. And also, this is kind of a big deal, I know, especially coming out of the upcoming Olympics, but it's something that we all think about as the Zika virus. Is an information session on the realities, precautions, and maybe even some of the myths as to what to expect, correct?
Exactly. And there's a lot of myths out there. A lot of people think that, well, I'm in Southern California, we don't have mosquitoes, and there's no issues. And that's not correct. There's, it's a risk anywhere in this hemisphere, probably. Probably less of a risk in California, but a lot of our residents visit South America to see family, go on cruises, go to the Olympics or whatever, and they need to know what precautions to take.
Exactly. And of course, also one of the other boardroom sessions here at the second annual North LA County Maternity and Baby Show, family and maternity leave. And there are, in some cases, I found out employers aren't always clear on what are the rights of women who are having babies, right?
Exactly. And California is, compared to other states, California is pretty liberal, and people need to know, what their rights are.
Right, so that you're not just using up your paid time off if it's not necessary to do so.
Exactly.
And that's what's important. And of course, also special offers and freebies, and there is a prize drawings, correct?
Yeah, we've got a little prize going here. Basically, we have, I think, 6 or 8 prizes worth $50 or more. Then we have a grand prize that can be worth as much as 400 California Quick Pick plays, California Lottery Quick Pick plays.
And that's good because you never know what you're going to get out of that, and that's a really super cool thing.
And the question to ask yourself is, what can I do with $7 million?
Yes. More information at maternityandbabyshow.com. Again, this is the second annual North LA County Maternity and Baby Show this Sunday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Hyatt Regency Valencia, right there on McBean Parkway. And of course, admission is?
Admission is free, and parking's free.
That is outstanding.
And drawing entries are free.
So it's a good opportunity to get in the know, see what kind of products out there, get some information, especially if you are planning a family or are on your way to having one, or maybe even have a new family that you want to just get some more information on. Gary from High Impact Event Resources, thank you so much. And of course, they can call you if you have questions, 255-7063, correct?
And they can also see maternityandbabyshow.com.
There we go. Gary, always a pleasure to have you stopping by, and good luck with the event.
Thanks, George.
8:15 Nashville Minute coming up next.